All right, everybody. Welcome to Dice Nerds and Nagas. This is a new segment on the channel which we're running. We thought, hey, we play Vampire the Masquerade. Why not put up an audio version of our podcast? So we have decided to call it The Kingdom of Wonder, presented by Dice Nerds and Nagas. If you guys haven't watched any of our D&D show, please be sure to check it out. Or if you just enjoy Vampire the Masquerade, then just listen to this one. We should be up on like Spotify and iTunes and a whole bunch of other things as well. So I thought I would start tonight by just introducing our players and who they will be playing for the show. I guess we'll start with you, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm from America, and I play Setareh, who is an Iranian vampire here in Penn, recent-ish transplant.
Nice. What clan are you?
Assimite.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Ben?
Hi there. I am also from the windswept plains of the American Midwest. I'm playing Burt Fenderson, a Ravnos vampire, basically a middle-aged sad sack who came to Cambodia to get laid really fast and got bit by a vampire, and now he's everybody's bitch.
As one does.
As one does when turned into a vampire, apparently.
As one does, yeah.
A really confusing conformist.
Yes. He just will immediately say, "You are the alpha male, I submit," to anyone that, like, that holds a conversation with him for longer than a few
and then
moments.
secretly plots to kill them all.
But yeah, that's Bert.
All right, let's go. Let's move on to Stan.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm from South Africa, just like you. I play Ernest.
Ernie.
I'm Nosferatu, who's been in Phnom Penh for quite a while. He was left here by his sire. He has no idea where he is. And being Nosferatu, he couldn't really figure out how to leave, so he just stayed.
So like all of us, really.
Yeah.
Like most expats.
It's kind of how I expect.
Then he kind of just holed up by himself, became really fucking cranky until the internet rolled around, and then he delved into that, and he likes sitting in his lair and keeping tabs on everything that's happening around town.
You know,
And shit posting.
He's fond of V Pornhub.
he is fortunate
He can afford it too.
All right, then Dominic.
Hello, I'm Dominic. I'm from America also, Florida. My character is Jackie. He's an expat from America who wanted to make his claim rock climbing around South Asia, and fell upon bad times, and he resorted to cat burgering to get by. And this resulted in him stumbling upon the wrong high-rise, the wrong vampires, and got him pulled into Sabbat, Clan Lasombra. He is now doing all he can to get unaffiliated with the Sabbat, and we'll see how that goes.
All right, and I'm Adrian. I'm the storyteller for this part of the story, so we're going to be doing it a little bit differently because we all enjoy playing vampire, and I want to play too. So we're going to be taking it in running it by story arc. So I will be the storyteller for this particular story arc, and then we'll move on. Where we stand currently in Phnom Penh, in the Kingdom of Wonder, Cambodia. It has a bit of a tumultuous history, as is in normal society, but as far as the world in which we've set it in, it's an interesting time for kindred society in that all around the world, it appears that elders seem to be disappearing. And while alarming, certainly, this has given younger, quote-unquote younger, vampires to the chance to sort of spread the rings and do things that they weren't normally able to do. This gave rise to a large push by the Camarilla to actually finally take on the Sabbat stronghold of Mexico City, which fell and is now doing rather well, as is under Camarilla rule. However, conversely, the structure of the Camarilla is also failing in certain aspects, and this led to a number of uprisings in cities which had been controlled for, God, ever. By the Camarilla, which are now Anarch states. And most notably in our campaign, the city of London and Chicago are now Anarch-free states. Where we began our little adventure is with our 4 protagonists, shall we say. They were tied up in some sort of weird coffins. They didn't know what was going on. And the coffin lids came down. They were fancy electronic coffins, and they were met by the current prince of Phnom Penh, who seemed to be raving about a whole bunch of stuff that just didn't make sense. They were pretty hungry. They didn't know why they were there. And almost as soon as he'd introduced himself, he went out into another room, allowed them to see through the two-way glass as he was attacked by a whole bunch of other kindred. He seemed to drive them crazy somehow, and then proceeded to sit down and meet the sun. This led our vampires to trying to make their way the following day out of his high-rise sort of domain, and they were soon embroiled in a bit of politics in the city, namely among the Primogen of the Toreador clan by the name of Jonathan Page, and the Primogen of clan Ventrue, a man by the name of Etienne, who Burt is sort of, shall we say,
subservient to.
That's a good euphemism.
It's a really politically like neutral way to say
Enslaved by.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what they were told to do is to find out exactly what had been going on, and if it had been Anarchs that had been responsible for the prince's death, because they had noted that a lot of the people that had attacked the prince seemed to have been either clan Gangrel or clan Brujah, which are notable Anarch-aligned clans most of the time. They have done a little bit of intrigue, gone out and found how the current Tremere Chantry stands on what they would like to happen with the city, whether or not they will support the establishment of an Anarch state, or if they will support somebody in their rise to princehood. And they went and met with the unofficial leader of the Anarchs in the city, a woman by the name of Makara, and she said to them, well, my people didn't do any of this shit. Clear our name, and then maybe I can come to the talking table. Where we left off, or where you will begin, is currently Burt and Setareh have just left the offices of Jonathan Page, and he has given them a bit of a indication of where they might find the leftovers of the Sabbat in the city, because the Sabbat have been mostly pushed out of Phnom Penh. And he gave them a little bit of a clue as weird disappearances happening, whole hostels of backpackers that just went missing. And one of the women, a Canadian woman by the name of Tamara James, somehow showed up on a mail-order bride website, which seems to be based in Poland. Other than that, the last known, I would say, nest of Sabbat that was in the city was actually out by the killing fields. So, before we get officially started tonight, I just want to give a little bit of a reminder. We are playing a game about vampires, guys. So, mature content, obviously. If you are upset by things like blood and violence and torture, potentially, and just general all-around horrific things, this might not be the podcast for you. However, if you are willing to delve into that stuff, then please stick with us. And yes, All right, so we begin this night with our friend Jackie. You you have just pulled up to the plantation, which I may have the name wrong of this place, so we're going to use a couple of names and places of things that are in Cambodia, in Phnom Penh. So again, all of this is completely fictional, and any resemblance to people is completely coincidental, etc., etc. It's a story, guys. In other words. Anyway, we're at the plantation, and you have just pulled up there with Adrian, who has brought you to see Jonathan Page because he might have information about the Sabbat, which you are looking for. Yes, and as you are entering the place, walking down the stairs from the office of Jonathan Page, you see Burt and Setareh.
I'm Burt, I say very loudly to him.
You, sir.
Hey, you.
Wait a
Long time
minute.
No see.
For real, fancy seeing you guys here.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for information on the Sabbat.
I was just about to bring Jackie to speak to Jonathan. What are you two doing here?
Wait, sorry. Who are you? I already forgot.
I'm me.
Hi, Adrian.
Vampire Adrian.
Vampire Setareh loves vampire. The funny thing is, we just found out a bunch of information about Sabbat.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dual purpose kind of thing.
Coincidentally. Well, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
I mean, do we have to do the thing again though? Like, you're not feeling compelled currently, are you?
Compelled to go back into Jonathan
Yeah.
Page's office?
No,
I think
that compel is gone.
he probably finished that up. He doesn't want to. He wanted us to go. He wouldn't
So
keep
then,
us compelled.
as free choice. Do you think we need to go back inside with him? Like, is this kind of the thing where
I mean, I imagine he's going to be getting the exact same information.
do you need to talk to Jonathan Page, or can you just kind of pop your head and be like, "Nah, I got the information." Cool.
Well, I reckon if you guys have already spoken to Jonathan, I mean, what did he say? Do we want to go somewhere and get a drink? I mean,
Always.
all right.
Let's do that.
We'll
Let's
just
settle down,
go downstairs. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
So
That feels weird, but okay.
well, I mean, we can go elsewhere. It's just we are right here, and I kind of get free drinks in the place. So
No. I'm all for free drinks. I meant like him not seeing Jonathan after having come in here. See, I
came there at the behest of Adrian suggested it.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
got some leeway then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I thought you were under the same.
Yeah, we kind
Compelling.
What are
of
you guys talking
we
about?
kind of woke up and like just
Had to come here, you know.
That's some weird vampire thing.
it.
Yeah.
It's pretty useful. I can't do that yet. Maybe someday.
Well, that'll be quite a day.
Yeah. So we order a couple of drinks. What are you guys having?
Something with some blood in it.
Yeah, definitely blood.
That strawberry
Yeah.
margarita.
I feel like you probably get the same answer every time you go drinking with vampires.
Something with some blood in it. All right, some blood orange margaritas or something.
Ooh, beautiful.
Hold the orange,
Okay,
please.
wait. I do have a question about alcohol metabolism in
Sure.
in vampires. Like, do you metabolize it at all?
You feel it. There is a list of things in the book there of what certain things do to you. Like,
Okay, so-
for instance, if you ingest blood that somebody had with meth in it, it has the same effect of giving you celerity for like a while.
That
That's
happened.
right. That did happen. I'm gonna make a character choice that Setareh is a little bit of a teetotaler.
What?
Does not drink alcohol,
Oh, okay.
given her religion.
So you drink the
But it's free though, right?
Given the religious background.
Sure, we'll get you a virgin Bloody Mary.
Yes, a virgin bloody.
Bloody Mary.
A bloody.
blood.
Blood. Could you put the blood in a glass?
Cut for me so I can feel like a civilized person.
Kind of with Sprite, I guess.
Adrian goes off to go get your drinks, and you three are sat there.
Masquerade.
Blood, blood.
Hey everybody!
We're drinking
Guess what?
blood.
Well, I mean, it's like a weeknight, right? I don't know if it'll even be that
Yeah,
busy.
this place is kindred kind, isn't it? I mean, it's Jonathan Page's place.
Pretty much.
But I mean, Jonathan Page also isn't running around yelling, "I'm a vampire" to everyone.
Yeah,
Blood.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Top of the blood to you, my lord.
Yeah, so Adrian goes off for a bit and goes and gets the drinks, leaving you three sat in a seat sort of near the back. You're overlooking the that lovely big pool that they've got with the stones in the middle.
What time of night is it? Like, we came here like as soon as we
Some
woke
of
up.
it early.
pretty much, yeah?
Yeah, this is fairly early. It's around 8.
8.
Okay.
The short story of it is we're gonna go to Chong to maybe murder some Sabbat.
Oh, I've never been more happy in my life. That was. I need to read the message you sent me, Adrian,
Yes.
a while ago.
The long story is we also need to contact Ernie to do the thing about the plastic
Yeah.
surgery, backpacker, human trafficking.
We need someone
you'd
to
be the one
Google
that
things
asks.
for us.
He's into that kind of thing.
I guess I will bust out my phone while we're sitting here, and I will.
You do not have your phone yet, or did you pick?
It's at the bar. I guess I will ask for it back.
Well, you
Well,
want to
you-
look something up?
You get
I
your
go for
phone
my
back.
I'm like,
Yeah, you get your phone back. It's not
Let me just
that has
ask Jeeves, what's the issue?
you don't have your phone?
I don't have my phone?
We both turned our phones in, don't you remember? But now I have my phone.
Come on, bro.
You go fetch the phones. It's not a problem.
So I'm gonna open up the group chat and text Ernie about everything we learned. That they're about the hostel, the backpacker, the cosmetic surgery place that's Korean, the somebody else who is human who is going into Mara Jones's spot to Poland in order to be part of a mail order bride scheme there, which is kind of a lot, and then just a whole bunch of question marks.
Okay, you get no response.
How many question marks did you send?
It's fixing to be double.
Like 2 of them?
Well, okay, no, if there was like
Pretty-
a number that was greater than 10 but less than 20.
There's a few numbers like that, I guess.
Like 15.
And a half.
I would say you should have stuck with 3 question marks.
Nah.
And so
I mean,
what's
if you're gonna question
what's the
something,
importance of
question.
this Tanasha?
Her name's Tamara.
Tomorrow?
Okay, so she was a backpacker who was taken from this hostel, presumably by the Sabbat, and then somebody else using her information, who looked not like her, but who also did not like Kindred, is getting transportation from Cambodia to Poland in order to be part of this mail order bride thingy in Poland.
So she's not so much as important as her ability to connect us with potentially someone.
Well, I'm
Assumedly.
I'm 90% sure she's dead.
Ah, well.
Like, I mean, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
You remember that the link was that this the link was that it was like this weird sort of like 10-year sort of offshore holdings kind of thing. They managed to like link them to different companies and stuff, and the only link that came up in Phnom Penh was this Korean cosmetic surgery place, and then they kind of found her name there. But that's as far as they could go with their
But the picture of the lady who's using the transportation looks nothing like even with cosmetic surgery, does not look the same as the original person. It's a different cheekbone structure, different hair, different nose, I don't know, features.
Well, while
I'm just saying it's nothing that I could find any information about. But
no, I
maybe-
think Ernie's the way to go for sure. Well,
I sent a couple more question marks.
after we parted ways last time, I had decided to go check out the killing fields. I had suspicions and my ties there. I wanted to see if they could have still been active, how active, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so that's where we're going.
Okay, well, having just been from that,
Oh,
um,
turns out you know more than we do.
Okay, well, never mind, yeah.
So when I got there, I saw some Gangrel, followed by a couple motorbikes. I didn't know enough, motorbikes in Phnom Penh could have been anything, but
We have some experience with motorbikes.
I was gonna say I didn't know for sure. I couldn't compare, trying to see what was going on with that. It had something body-sized, so if this is a trafficking thing, or who knows what's going on, people disappearing, There was a burlap sack for sure.
Okay. My memory's a little fuzzy on this. Isn't Gangrel part of whom we're supposed to be, like, clearing their name?
Well, a lot of them join the Anarchs, but it's
Right.
the Anarchs we're trying to clear. There's
Right.
probably, supposedly, all kinds of vampires in the Anarchs. It's just they tend to be Brujah and Gangrel.
So maybe an unaffiliated. Maybe that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's Gangrel and Sabbat.
I don't think it would be a coincidence that whoever these gangs are involved with, it seems very likely the Sabbat have a lot to, do with it. Didn't stop there.
Oh.
I decided to bounce on out and get some stuff from the house. I had a small interaction with somebody who knew me from Sabbat. They reached out, which was why this panic has ensued since. And I was ambushed by 2 Gangrel and 2 Lasombras.
How'd that go?
I got the Gangrel weren't too hard to escape, but the Lasombra can they kind of meet me par to par when it comes to our abilities. So
Well, you're alive. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I say alive.
How did that happen?
they were waiting for me. Oh wait, me living?
Yes.
Oh okay.
Or I'm living, as the case may be.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Well,
it's close
as
to
you heard,
living.
I have 15 more EXP.
Oh, damn.
Let me see. Sorry, it's so fuzzy. I just hardly remember.
At this point, Adrian brings you the drinks and everything.
I go to grab one and then I'm like, is this one mine?
Yeah, it's good. You want like the you like the celery? I mean, no, we can't eat celery, but it's nice to swizzle around.
Oh, yeah, sure. And I take it out of the cup and kind of just put it on the bar.
I pour from the pitcher of the margaritas for Burt and for Jackie.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
I suppose, I have a feeling we're gonna have to go right back out to the killing fields, though.
Yeah, that does.
Hey, I owe him one.
Okay, so just to be clear, you got jumped by like 4 dudes?
Yeah, 2 of them were easy to escape. I did end up losing one of the others, but then a fight ensued with the last one remaining. He's dead now.
I think
Dead,
that
dead.
it might be
Dead,
good
dead,
good
dead,
idea
dead.
to have him on our side, then, perhaps.
Double dead.
He was always on our side, dude.
Well, I'm just saying, having him
Maybe not on his.
physically with us
I don't know about you, Burt.
No.
when we go
Okay.
back.
Yeah, absolutely. Strength in numbers. That kind of stuff.
Bert's
Strength and strength.
A kind, trustworthy guy.
So
Yeah.
wait, you guys are trying to head out and clear the Sabbat nest now?
Well, it's part reconnaissance, part destruction, Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, it might be good to figure out
Kinda
what their
depends on what we
plan
find.
is, what they're doing out there.
All right. Shit.
Is freaking what's his name? Lenny coming with us?
Don't
You
Lenny's
need
the name
so.
of the guy, dude, right?
Yeah, the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Fuck.
you need Lenny's help.
Well, I mean, it was just 2. Now it's just 3. You're right. 4 might be overkill.
I mean, yeah, 4 against what, 30 or 40?
You know.
That's just so wimpy.
Gosh, we hate to stack the odds in our favor like that.
So do me a favor and roll intelligence and occult quickly.
I need one more.
Yeah.
Oh shit, a cult. They got ghosts on their side.
What counts as a success?
A 6, yeah.
That's naturally a botch. Man, I got 0 on that. I rolled terrible. All 5s.
Yeah, I mean, they could have like 40, 50 people. Easy.
It could be like 40 or 50 guys.
Okay, so maybe going back.
I feel really strong about that number.
How many women?
How many children?
Would you? Well, actually, you
If you do the math,
I'll
Do I have any insight?
I'll let you make the roll as well, because you also took common sense as well, right?
No.
Who was the one who took
I
common sense?
had intended
You
to.
took common
I had
sense?
intended to, but then I
Okay.
decided
Well,
against it.
with
Either way, you can make the roll as
with
well.
common sense, would I know more?
We could also play into the
Well,
fact that I had been there. Maybe I
Because
saw
common
more.
sense like tells me things that I would know, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I can fill in some of the pieces there. Occult and intelligence. I can fill in some of the pieces there. We'll just see what Jackie ends up getting.
It's fine. I absolutely botched it.
Because you have the common sense, that's why you get the roll. And then Jackie used to be part of the Sabbat, so that's why he gets the roll.
That makes sense. These are demon dice.
So is those two?
Then let's roll that one again.
Not a one.
Okay, so two successes. All right, cool. I mean, you are 3 successes.
No, that one was mine.
Oh, okay. All right. So 2 successes. You are very aware of how like the Spot likes to do things a lot of times, in that they will, when they are trying to restock their numbers, they will just grab a whole bunch of people and kind of like brutalize them for as long as possible to sort of break their minds a bit. Drain them of blood and put blood inside them to turn them, hit them on the head with a shovel and bury them. So
Good old
they like to
memories.
stock up their numbers that way. They call them shovel hits. So you would imagine that maybe, knowing this information about the backpackers, maybe this is what they're trying to do. However, you didn't really see that many people on the outside, but you don't know how many people are on the inside. But 40 or 50 isn't a lot. Now, you know that like there were maybe 10 backpackers that were abducted.
But that's not the only hostel that's been hit up lately, right? There's been multiple ones because he was talking about how he keeps having to do damage control.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 40 or 50. That sounds just absolutely correct. Although, are you going to mention anything about what you just thought? Like out loud?
Yeah. 40 to 50 maybe. If they're on a recruitment drive, they're definitely going to be trying to inflate. I just can't. It's hard to guess if that's accurate. It's hard. Who knows? I don't know. You know, it's hard to guess how far into this they are.
Yeah, you feel. I would say again, common sense. You would feel like if they had restocked the numbers that much at this stage, there would have been a much more aggressive move at this point.
The fact that they're so hard to find might be the only sign we need that they might be trying their hardest to add up, but their numbers might still be low.
Sabbat, are they the ones that do the everyone's bloodbound to everybody else, like, web of stuff?
Yes. I'm in the middle of dealing with that currently.
Yeah, I was going to ask. How's that for you? We're going to have to worry about running into anyone you owe a blood debt.
Potentially, that we might need to potentially if we decide to go there, we might need to not be near me. I could be more of a distraction than anything.
I mean, it would be pretty terrible to have the guy that just dealt with 4 dudes on his own try to kill us.
Yeah, I don't think we do very well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Wait, what?
Like if you were somehow compelled to kill us, that would be
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
negative.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy
That
about
would
that.
probably be bad,
Put
actually.
it in the con column of this decision.
What is?
I sent another
What
text
day
to
is
Ernie.
it?
It's like a
No
Sunday.
idea what day it is.
It's like a Sunday right now.
Okay,
in your time.
blends together after
Well,
one.
yeah. Because we said I didn't have any class because of Jim Button.
Any I'm gonna message Ernie and be like, any luck on that what is it? That appointment, my doctor appointment.
Do you put it in the group chat or is that a
No, I
private
just sent it to
message?
Ernie.
Only eventually wakes up. It's a bit of a deep sleep.
Okay.
Like why I don't remember anything from last week. So yeah, I remember not last session but one before. I mentioned that I was going to try and speed up his appointment.
Mm-hmm. How are you gonna do that?
Well, I was going to see if there was anything that I could offer Chandra to kind of get him a quicker date.
That's a flat no.
That's a flat no.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not really surprised. They're a very prickly bunch most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
They certainly don't like me.
Oh, they love me.
So, kind of munching on a rat, going through the messages.
You scroll to the bottom and it's just like 8 successive notes that are just question marks.
Where are you? Where are you?
You need text etiquette classes.
Jump in front of the computers and stop looking up.
It's like 8 p.m. It's a
What's
decent
going on
hour.
the flight to Poland, trying to track down that woman.
Okay.
As well as checking the locations of the hostels, trying to see if I can find out what happened to these backpackers.
Okay. Cool. Well, you make your. Okay, what is it?
Computers and
Yeah, computer intelligence.
7.
Just roll. You can also roll wits and alertness for me.
I can tell you we either need to hit them hard quickly, or we're probably not going to have the numbers to hit them hard later.
That's a 4.
Okay.
2.
Cool. All right, we'll get to you in a minute. All right, so a 4. So you managed to find out that Tamara James indeed landed successfully at Warsaw Airport, and she was picked up by her by the person that was meeting her, so who arranged her for this transfer, and the wedding and everything was set to take place in 2 days. All her documentation seems to check out. Everything seems to be in order on the legitimate surface there. And what was the other question?
Checking the camera footage at the hostel or any surrounding areas.
Okay. So the as they probably mentioned to you already, like Jonathan had done some damage control. So a lot of the people that were around and they had spoken to and stuff like that, they had been their memories have been altered, and the original camera footage is not there. It is in private service, which would belong to Jonathan, I guess. Yeah. So, but the interesting thing was that even if checking this footage, it's really not difficult for you to get in. It's fine. Checking this footage that was there. Everything went really dark for at least 3 hours. And when the cameras came back on, there was nobody in the beds, nobody in the hostel.
Okay. Before the lights went out, how many people were in the beds?
You saw about as far as it's still kind of like it wasn't really busy at that point in time. So there were a couple of people in the bar, there were a couple of people in the room, but you counted maybe in total about 12 or 13 people, and that's including like the bar staff at the hostel.
And they all disappeared.
They all disappeared. All the cameras went really, really dark.
Is this dark as in
Dark as in dark, not static. Everything went dark.
Okay. Cool. Type all that up.
Okay.
Bing! All your phones go.
Who's she marrying? I type back.
I'm not really good with Polish names, guys.
I thought it was a mail order bride service from Poland out.
No, she was ordered in. That's what's interesting about this site, is that it is mostly women from like America and Canada who are mail order brides for wealthy people in Europe. Sure, let's call him Anthony Saltzman. I don't know if that's Polish or not, but Anthony Saltzman.
Anthony works. My immediate follow-up question would be, is Anthony kindred?
Does not appear that he's, I mean, like, from his investigations, it did not appear that this was a kindred person, but whether that information would be so easy to find online, I don't know. But yeah, she, you know, that she checked into that cosmetics clinic place, and then she was bought by this mail order person.
IDK guys. And out loud I say, I don't know, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Why would vampires traffic humans to other humans?
We don't know if this other thing is a human.
Maybe the Sabbat needs money.
Could just be money, I suppose.
They could be
Well, it seems
delivering particular humans also to like clients.
Yeah, but like designer humans are still humans.
I don't know.
I don't know where the aliases start and stop.
That's fair.
I don't
We
really
could go
know.
knock some Sabbat heads around.
We should, in fact.
Figure it out.
That would be my preferred.
We
Well, I
should
mean-
dig up that information with those shovel
Method.
heads.
If Ernie's doing research, wasn't he? This is like, you know, me there at the table. If Ernie's doing research, maybe why don't he find out more about this Korean place? If we can find out who owns it, that might be a place to start.
Yeah, true. Hey, Ernst. So the Korean place was something holding company. I didn't really follow all of that, but probably worth a look.
It's called Bright Life.
That's beautiful.
Bright Life Clinical Enhancements. Bright Life Clinical Enhancements.
Sure, but knock it out for the nicknames.
Whatever you say, Ernesto.
Fuck you.
Oh, Ernie. You'll always be a man after my heart.
Right? Life. Something enhancement?
Cosmetic enhancements. A 4 again. Okay. So, yeah, you managed to do like a bit more digging than Jonathan's people were able to do, and you do find that there are definite links to rather old and large holding companies in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I haven't really thought of a name for this, but there are like holding companies there in Eastern Europe, and this cosmetic clinic seems to be somehow owned by them, but it's by proxy. It's like 4 or 5 companies down, but it all links back to these people. This particular clinic has received rave reviews in Korea, like where they are, you know, top-notch cosmetic surgery people. Like you even have really wealthy Korean K-pop stars coming here specifically, of all places, to Phnom Penh, to this specific cosmetic clinic. It's apparently they have the best doctors in the world. It is a rather new facility. It has been open for 2 years, and yeah, they seem to. Everything seems really, really clean. Wealthy people go there.
Okay. Before I even get back to them, I'm gonna go test this network.
Okay. You want to do what now?
He wants to hack him.
You want to hack them?
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. Okay, so we'll come back to you in a second. So you are with the 2. It's fine. You're kind of sitting there and you're talking, and you are 2 seconds away from being bitten by a rat.
From being bitten by a rat?
Mm-hmm.
Like on my foot?
Mm-hmm.
I punt it.
It goes flying.
Adrian! That's not normal, right?
it's Phnom
Well,
Penh.
we're in Phnom Penh. That's kind of gross,
I
but
mean, there's plenty Plantation is a nice place.
Well, I know, but there's like open doors. You know what I mean? It's kind of gross, but
I wanna go to the rat.
I want to do a check for more rats.
all right. Make a the vampire equivalent of perception check. Perception and
Cambodia.
alertness. Yeah, perception and alertness.
Alertness. I don't got no alertness.
If you roll a dice, that's a success.
And you get the
I look up from my drink momentarily and see 2 successes looking at more rats.
You don't see any more rats, but you do. You think that you hear a couple.
Yeah, man, you got rats in the kitchen or something. You can friggin' hear them. I'll take one more of these.
Well, I hear you. I pour out from the pitcher.
I go after that rat.
Sure. What do you want to? So you find the rat. You kicked it, and you are still a vampire, so it's pretty dead.
What are you doing playing with that?
I just want to make sure that's a normal rat. And I also wanted to get rid of it if, in any case.
Make an intelligence medicine roll.
Staff will take care of
If
that.
only Ernie was here.
I don't have it. I should have medicine, do I not?
I don't know. Do you have medicine?
Medicine would be in knowledge, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's under knowledges.
I'm gonna have to check my sheet.
Or do you have animal kin? I'd let you do that.
I do not have animal kin. I specifically didn't take it.
Okay.
Same.
I got 3 successes.
This rat's pretty big. It's pretty beefy. It's quite beefy. It's more beefy than it should be.
So wait, can I use science instead of medicine?
Well, are you going to be dissecting it right now? Okay, sure. I mean, if you want, you can use science as some medicine.
There's just one more.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty beefy and like it's
Beefy
it's got a very sort of thick tail and its eyes are like quite red and it's got very developed incisors.
What do I have that I can like dispose of this thing with?
Do you want like a bag or something like that? We can.
Well, it depends. Where do you put your vampire rats?
Vampire? Wait, hold on. Let me come over there. I come on and I have looked down. I'm like, oh no, that's not good.
No, on this we are agreed.
Mm,
But if you hear more, you said you heard more.
yeah,
rats. There's just
that's
big
not
ass rats.
that's not good. I have a friend. There's a lot of rats like this. I mean, she's like us, and she has a lot of friends like this. And I use the words friends because to her they are friends.
This one tried to attack me. It was self-defense.
Yeah, I've seen them rip apart like whole droves of hunters. There's only one right now, but
Is your friend like? Would your friend be using them to attack me? I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
oh god, no.
So
No.
these rats have.
I
a
think
mind
she's
of
in
their own.
Sihanoukville right now. Do they have a mind of their own? Well, usually it's not usually. They do, but if it's one of these, and it definitely looks like one of these. Yeah, no, they're like this isn't a normal rat.
No shit.
Well, you know how like we can make ghouls.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
So who's? Second thought. We're fixing to get attacked by rat ghouls. You might want to tell your boyfriend.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. Where did you say you heard those rats from? Because I would prefer to be prepared.
Around. I mean, we just stomp them if more rats come.
How many people are in this place that are not kindred?
That are not kindred. There's maybe 2 other kindred here, and there's one family. There's not a lot of people right now. It's kind of like a low
I'm
point in
going
time.
to
There's
go
one other
to where
family.
they are
Mm-hmm.
and convince them to leave.
The
Specifically
family.
the kind. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the kindred, but
All right.
specifically the kind. And I'm going to use my uber good appearance and charisma or whatever
Okay.
in order to be personable and convincing.
Okay, what are you going to say to them?
I do terribly apologize, but I just spoke with the wait staff, and there's some event coming, and they hate to do this, and they will give you some vouchers or something for your troubles, but they need you to leave.
What do you mean by event?
Well, I'm actually not too certain on the details myself. They were just they looked very busy, so I didn't ask too many questions, but they do need the space to set up.
Well, this is quite inconvenient. This is my daughter's birthday.
I know, and it's absolutely terrible. I will personally make sure that you get proper compensation for the inconvenience.
Make your manipulation and empathy roll.
Can I use appearance instead? Because I have the health glow, whatever. It makes me all...
Can use it. Well, you're trying to get them to do something, so that's going to be manipulation.
Okay. And... there's not a lot.
You're trying to hack into their thing. Roll for it. Roll for it.
I got 2 successes.
I'm rolling.
So the woman says, I suppose we can go somewhere else. Come on, Cecile. Thank you.
I do terribly. I want you to know from the management and all of the staff here, we deeply regret the inconvenience this caused you and hope that you are able to come back soon.
Of course, it's no problem. It's no problem.
Cool. Those are the only other kind in the room?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why did you promise them a voucher?
They're not gonna know. Like, if they come back,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here.
You have a
it doesn't matter.
crayon.
Like,
I
yeah,
figured they would try to get the voucher now.
So what do you
They
what do you
did.
get?
it works.
You keep getting 4s? Okay, you keep getting 4s. So what are you specifically trying to get?
I want to see how easy it is to get into their network,
Okay.
and I want to see if there are any areas that they're specifically trying to that have higher security than a normal clinic.
Okay.
Just like penetration.
Yeah.
testing.
So you
just penetration.
you managed to get into the network. You see that they've got like client names, some client names and such. You browse over to some of the cameras and you like look in the hallways and things. Very, very nice rooms there. Like you'll recognize currently there is some K-pop star resting in one of the rooms up there, and you go by a few hallways and you see that the cameras seem to go everywhere except past where this one elevator goes. Goes the elevator, but that elevator, you can't see it going anywhere. There's no more cameras.
Okay. Then I am going to crack a big smile.
Okay.
Because this is strange. And I'm going to look up who the architect is. And then I'm going to go to the architect and get the blueprint.
Okay. Cool. So make a investigation roll for that, I guess. Investigation and intelligence to find out who the architect is. Yeah. So those squeaks that you heard earlier are definitely getting louder, and there are more of them.
I withdraw my 2 sabers, whatever we're gonna call them.
Okay.
My 2 swords. This seems like,
I'll let you handle it, I suppose. I figure scimitars should be enough to...
you know, I would really rather you did this. It'd
Me?
be a lot less
So
messy.
a couple of
I could just slap them away or something.
a couple
I guess.
two more rats are coming rushing in, and they're rushing right for you.
Okay, cool.
You and him,
What do I
Him?
have to roll to try and do something about it?
Burt and Setareh.
Melee and what?
What do you want to do?
Can we, well... I'm not trying to hit them as hard as I can. I have
Okay.
blades for that.
We're gonna
Okay.
interrogate him after this.
I just,
Tell me what you know.
I'm trying to dexterously, like, thin them off. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like
You're trying
I have a
to
bat.
kick them away.
No, I got 2 scimitars.
Okay, you're trying to cut them
I got
up,
the-
or
I'm trying to dissuade them via force, so yes.
okay, all right, cool. So
Like, I would prefer not to cut them up because I don't know about this whole blood thing going on.
Sure.
But it's kinda
So,
like what I got right now. Because this one wouldn't do anything.
this one is coming towards you, and so roll your attack.
Okay, so is it Dex and melee?
Dex melee, yeah. It's gonna see if it manages to get past you there. This is a fast little rat. 6s and 7s and 8s all around.
2, 3,
3 successes. Well, it got 5, so it manages to get past you, and
That's fine, it's
it
gone
is
over.
going to it's going to bite you. That'll be strength and brawl. It's still going to be like 4 dice. Still.
do I get to dodge then? Or try?
You can try. It got 1 success.
What do you roll to dodge?
So that would be your athletics and dexterity. All right. So one is coming towards Burt as well, and it is fixed on biting you, Burt.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna jump up on the bar.
Okay, you jump up in the bar.
Try
It
to
is
get away
gonna
from
try
it.
and crawl up
I
there.
rolled 3 botches, so it's a -1.
Oh, it bites you. You take 1 point of damage there.
Cool.
You take 1
This
point
is
of
the
damage.
first time I've ever been
It's
in
not.
combat.
It's not bashing damage. It is. I guess it is. With these things, it's kind of lethal damage. Yeah.
So do I become bruised? Is that how
Yes,
it
you are bruised
Okay.
currently. You are you're biting, and Burt, this thing is gonna try and climb up
I'm
there.
gonna yell, toward the waist of rat in Khmer.
So the guy comes up and he's got a broom out and he's trying to do it, and the rat just jumps at the guy's
Is
face.
that guy kindred or kind?
Ha!
He's a human. He jumps at the guy's face.
But I tried to get rid of all the humans. I hate you so much right now.
and he's gonna bite him.
Okay, so I'm running at this rat on this.
All right, so there's 1 success. So this rat is like fixed on his neck now, and it's just like biting him. The guy's trying to get it off.
That could have been me. This is a net benefit.
So
for me.
make another perception check there. Perception and alertness.
Ooh.
Everyone.
Go get him, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm running to grab that rat.
So what was it? Perception and
Perception and alertness. Yeah.
I've rolled so poorly today.
Let's
I
see.
failed all.
One success.
What is?
All right.
What
I
is
got
3 and
3
2? So what does that make?
Do you hear a lot more skittering and screeching coming? Like a lot.
Second thought, let's not. And let's just kind of
If we're gonna be doing pest control, let's get over to the killing fields.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a local issue and kind of not our.
I think you guys
Territory.
make a very solid argument. The one rat in the room right now is distracted. Let's go.
I,
So you got bitten by the one. The one is still like
Oh, yeah.
on you.
Oh yeah,
right?
you got a rat
You've
hanging
got a
off
rat-
the
a rat hanging
there,
off
by the
you.
way.
surely it's easier to kill it now that it's attached to me.
That all
Well,
nice, isn't it?
I guess. Well, I guess maybe you'll have a +1.
Whose turn is it? He hasn't gone yet,
Where
right?
exactly are we
Yeah.
located?
Maybe you could.
Yeah. So you didn't see or hear them coming.
There's more rats coming, dude.
Yeah. So you look over and there are about 10 or 20 rats that are running into the entrance.
That's a lot of rats.
These rats have dice for days.
What does this
y'all.
place look like? Where are we exactly?
Okay, so you guys, there's a large pool area. That
Those
has
are all
like 3
successes.
stones in the middle.
Okay.
There's 3 tables there.
Oh, okay.
Bar areas
But
over here.
I thought that was
there are
a
stairs.
10 for some
that go
reason,
up
but a
and
10 would
around
be a
like
0.
that to
Using
a top
100
entrance
doesn't
level,
make it
and then there are
I just
more
don't use
stairs
them
further down the
anymore.
back
I
which
keep
are
trying
up
not
to
to, and I
Jonathan's
keep
area,
migrating.
and there are rooms and stuff in this place to stay as well. And then there's the entrance outside.
And where are we?
So you're here, the bar is there, so the rats are kind of running around that area of
That
the
water.
side there. They're running around that side there, and
pool.
yeah, the pool area
Okay.
there. They're running around that side of the pool there, and the entrance is around here somewhere.
3 successes. 2
Sorry, I keep forgetting that this is audio only, so you can't really see the scene. So there's an entrance further south from where you are now, and it kind of has like double gates, and then there is it's a large concrete wall, and when you come in when you would come into the entrance to the left, there would be the bar area, and then there are steps which go up sort of to the left of the bar area. They go up and around, and there's an upstairs seating area for food and everything. There's quite a large pool feature in the middle, and there's more seating on the other side of the pool area. There's closed doors behind you which lead into where you can go to bedrooms and go upstairs. A little further back behind the stairs that went up to go to the bar, there are another set of stairs which head up to Jonathan's private office.
That's very cool.
That's a much better description.
And the upstairs seating area.
Yes.
Is there exit from the building up there?
Potentially it is open. You can look out into the street and everything.
Okay. Where is this waiter?
The waiter is here,
Okay.
near to where the stairs are, and he's got this rat and it's
So I
on
see
his
that.
neck.
So I'm seeing this. I'm jumping up from the seat and booking it towards the stairs, grabbing the rat
Okay.
on the way.
Make a dex and brawl.
I rolled 3, by the way.
Okay.
Successes to hit the
Oh
rat
my
attack.
gosh!
Okay,
I'm rolling
so-
quite a lot of dice right now.
Okay, so you beat it by 1, so you do hit the rat off
How
you.
much damage can this rat take?
They don't have a lot of hit points. They have more than a regular rat because they are beefed up.
Yeah.
And they have more dice than regular rats because they're beefed up, you know. It's a ghoul, essentially.
But it's my scimitar, so it's plus 2 damage.
Yes. All right. So now you roll. So you got 1 success against its potential soak, I guess. So roll your damage.
Great roll.
So
So you roll your one thing there.
6 is the difficulty.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh
You
shit.
roll this one too. Oh shit.
That's really good.
7.
So you have got that rat and you managed to catch it. So you're squeezing the life out of it. It doesn't take very long. The rat kind of like pops in your hand, and the Khmer dude, he's got a bit of blood coming out of squirting out of his neck. So he's kind of like holding it and he's running towards the
Does it
kitchen.
make me hungry?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should eat this guy.
You are you're not quite at the point yet of not being able to control yourself. You still have 6 bits of blood in you.
Not the time. Not the time. No place.
So
I rolled 9 for my damage.
all right.
Plus 2.
Yes.
So
All right. So that's 3 points. 3 points damage. Yeah. This
I don't
rat
know
is
math.
kaput. You managed to take that rat down. However, there are about 10 or 20 rats that are rushing in now.
Peace. And I bolt for the door. I sheathe my scimitars before I get out to the area.
Okay.
But I am going to, if necessary, use celerity to get out.
Yeah. Adrian is just booked it and he's upstairs. He's like,
I
hey, we
will
gotta get the
text
fuck out of here.
I will text them and be
Yeah,
like, hey,
if you're running, I'm running
I-
then, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. So you're running up the stairs. What are you doing?
I was headed up the stairs to jump.
Okay. So you head up the stairs and
That's like
you head up the stairs and you get ready to jump. So make your athletics and strength, I guess. So you want to jump.
Double jump.
3.
Okay, I would say you get outside first, and when you are outside the road that is there, you actually make a perception and awareness roll.
What is the botch?
A 1?
Okay,
It
that's-
negates the success.
So 4.
Oh yeah, you jump down nice and easily. You jump down nice and easily. You get out first. You make your perception check there. You can also make a perception check. You make a perception check as well.
And alertness, yeah?
Yeah, perception and awareness, please.
My score is the same.
1 success.
Okay.
3 success.
All right.
2, 3, 4 success.
All right. Awesome. So you guys do all see there is a figure. So Jackie has just jumped down. Setareh came out first, and you managed to kind of get that feeling that kindred are involved in this kind of thing. So you feel off running down the right of the road. You manage to catch sight of a woman and kind of like sort of like a tattered green kind of poncho thing, and she is running off down that direction relatively fast.
Yeah.
So we're chasing.
Yeah.
Can I see the book, please?
I celeritously chase after her.
All right, fair enough. I'm just gonna need that book in a minute. All right, so you're running with celerity. You are very fast. So just athletics and dex.
Okay.
Where are we in Phnom
More.
right now?
You are sort of like at the border of. It's if you've gone just a bit over Sihanouk, closer to where like the riverside area is, but not over Wapitumeri, like this side. So like you know where like there's 57 and 51 up that area. There's sort of a nice-ish place there.
Yeah. That's where the other campus is.
Alright.
That's the Dom Pen area, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, yes, what did you get? Alright, so she is. Are you chasing as well?
Yeah.
I don't say anything. I just.
What's the deal? Celerity something you have to spend? Points
Yeah, I think
Okay,
you have
so
to spend a bullet point.
if you want to take an extra action. Oh no, that wasn't Dex. My Dex one should have been higher though, because I forgot.
Okay.
If you have celerity, you can add the number of celerity points you have to all of your Dex rolls, and you can also spend a blood point to get an extra full action at the end of the turn. That is like a whole dice roll. It's not a split dice.
So wait, so celerity is just passively you get extra for dex rolls?
Passively, yeah, for Dex rolls, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But you can be blood points can be used to get extra action.
So
Right.
this woman is relatively far ahead of you, but not that far ahead of you. But as she's running, she actually like trips over the curb a little bit and stumbles.
So what am I rolling to run after this?
We said dex and athletics. So did you make your roll about the?
Yes, but he took some of the dice. I forgot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
It was saved.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm having to roll big numbers of dice right now because of the actions we're doing. I've got a 10 dice roll coming up here.
So at this point in time, it is still
Good question. What's
we're
the
back in
difficulty?
time. What's the difficulty?
Yeah, it's only 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
6.
so with computer aptitude, that's 4.
Okay. 4 again.
I was gonna say all your
No. I have computer aptitude, so it lowers the difficulty of computer by 2.
Okay.
Booby, do not mess with the water.
Can I steal these?
Yeah.
Well, now you're just encouraging him to.
That's a 6.
Okay. A 6. Yeah,
Successes.
it's not too difficult to find the name of the architect, and once again you find out the architect has been involved in building a lot of these buildings for this corporation that seems to be the founder corporation that exists. It's somewhere in Eastern Europe. I haven't quite thought where yet, but let's just say, I don't know, let's put it in Hungary. It's in Hungary. Wealthy, very old Hungarian company, and it's an architect that's done a lot of work for them, and you do manage to find some blueprints, and there are indeed underground areas.
Oh, 1 success.
One
Rolled
success
10
for
dice.
running. All right.
One success.
One success. So 10 dice. All right.
Unlucky.
So you guys are running forward. Burt, are you running forward?
Yeah, I'm gonna chase the woman.
Waddling.
Okay.
As well.
She has stumbled over the curb,
Yeah.
so she's kind of like getting ready to ride herself. You catch up with her. Now I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative. So
That's
all right. So what you do is you roll a d10, and you add your what was it, Dex and.
What is this for?
Initiative.
I'll tell
'cause
you.
I caught up with her. So it's
All right. Let me just get that quickly here. Initiative is.
In.
And you didn't take much points in your clans? Unique?
I've got 2 in celerity and 2 in obfuscation.
But none in the
So
unique asset.
you roll a d10 and
They have
add the number of
yeah,
dots that
they
you
have
have
a
in
D10,
Dex and Wits.
widths.
Yeah.
The other one was like useful when you got it up really high. It wasn't useful to start with.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let me just get
Yeah.
her.
So
get her-
9.
Okay, I'll write that down there. Sir Ernie got a 9.
Oh, I'm doing this
Got a
too?
9.
What do you
Oh, sorry, Burt got a 9. Dex and
9.
Wits.
how many points you have in Dex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The celerity plan
Plus
at
the
all?
amount of points you have in widths.
Plus width?
Yeah, dex plus widths.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna give you this one because I don't seem to roll anything.
17.
I don't need more than 7 dice.
Okay.
What?
Wait, does my dex points count twice on this too?
I don't think celerity
I doubt that that's how that works, but...
initiative. So yeah, guys, this is a lot of the systems and all of the finagling things are a little bit new to us, but we have fun playing it anyway, so... So go to hell
17's like
if we're wrong.
So wait, so what am I doing here?
So roll d10, and then you add the amount of your dex and your wits.
So 9 plus 5 plus 4.
Dang, you got higher
9 plus
than
9 is
me.
18. Alright, so Jackie, you are further away from them, but you're like, let's say, I don't know, you jump down, you're probably more or less even where Burt is, so you are like, let's say, 30 feet away from her, both of you, and Setareh, you're right by her, and she's sort of stumbled up on the curb, yeah. So you go first.
And she's how far away?
About 30 feet.
What is movement speed for a vampire? How does that work?
Is a book right
Yeah, it doesn't really. It probably says somewhere there how far you can move in a turn, but you know, you guys are fast.
It's kind of like Fate with zones.
Yeah,
Now, if you're a halfling, though, it goes.
a halfling vampire, the best kind.
No, that's what you should play.
You get
A halfling vampire?
No.
advantage on
D&D
fear
of the
rolls.
Masquerade or something.
What are the, how big are the teeth?
It's like, you're a half-orc vampire, you get turned in favor.
Yeah, well, we had
Well,
first
unlike
bloodsies,
ours.
but what about afternoon bloodsies?
Oh, okay. On the opening round of combat, you spend blood and activate the splits like potent, celerity, and fortitude. When you spend for celerity, you lose the passive bonus to dexterity equal to the amount of celerity activated. In example, if you have 3 celerity and you activate for 2 extra actions, you remain with +1 to dexterity checks.
Makes sense.
Okay, very nice. This is why it's nice to have friends that also run games, guys, because then they can help you look up rules when you can't be bothered.
Especially in the hack.
Yeah.
Your generation limits how much stuff you can activate at once. If you're a double-digit generation, you can only spend 1 blood point per round.
So the way that the thing works is that everyone will call out their actions of what they want to do, and then we'll roll the actions in order, and then sort of whatever damage and stuff like it needs to be applied will be applied. You can do things like soaking damage as your reaction if you want to, spinning, all that type of stuff.
What are... I don't know if I can... What's the mortal situation right now?
The mortal situation. Oh, as I was actually saying, but then I lost my train of thought. It is still at this point in our game. It's still Jumbin, so the streets are really dead.
Okay.
It's like 9
You're not that far from Naradam, but the streets are pretty dead.
Well, I am going to...
For the moment. I mean, it's still a city. Yeah.
All of the expats will
So I have to roll manipulation and a cult.
Okay.
2, 3.
You want to say hello to the microphone, Ubik? Meow? No? You shy?
So...
You watch Adrian and Nagas, you're already familiar with the cat.
Yeah. He's not speaking right now or attacking us.
AKA technical difficulties.
I'll have to. I know he can be the picture for this episode.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a picture of Ubik there by the mic. I'll put him up as the picture for this.
So, if this denies me a success...
Yes, you still re-roll that.
Okay, but it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So this has to... God, please be a success.
That's
this could
a
be the
success,
picture.
right?
Is it a 6? No, it's not.
That's a 6.
Yeah, but my difficulty's a 7.
That's a 7.
It is a 7.
All right.
That's
So
what you see during-
does that mean you're unable to make tentacles?
Be all night.
I was gonna use Shroud of Night and drop a big cloud of shadow right on top of the bitch, but
Okay. Does that one cost blood?
that's the thing. It doesn't say it does, but the shadow control says it does. This one requires no. This one requires no roll, but a blood point must be spent. This one says nothing. Just you have to roll.
Then no. You just
Well, that's cool.
okay. But you are nice. You are attempting to. You're attempting there. You attempt your Shroud of Night. That's your action.
That's what I. Yes, that was my. action.
Okay, so your action, you attempted Shroud of Night and nothing particular happened. You're still relatively wounded from the night before. You know, you had a rough night. Next up is Setareh.
She doesn't know what she's gonna do.
You're right in front of this lady.
Yeah, so you kind of
I guess.
are in the hot seat.
I guess I'm gonna grapple her, sort of.
You're gonna try and grapple her.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
I guess. Can I first get a better look?
Sure.
Commit her to memory first, just in case something goes and she's gone.
Okay. Well, right now she kind of stumbled, so you can't really see her face at the moment.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna grab her and turn her to face me.
Okay.
Attempting to. Hold her
So make a strength and roll. I want to say.
I got no strength test, but that's cool. One success.
And she had one botch. All right, you managed to grab her and turn her. She seems to be. When you turn her around, you see that actually her face is. It's definitely a woman, but her features are quite dog-like. And as you turn her around, you see that her hands have got extended claws.
Not cool.
And you are holding her at the moment, so that's your action.
You can grapple Claw Lady for a while. That sounds like
It's
a good idea.
yeah, it's not really what I want to do, but it's kind of what I can do right now.
Unless you want to use that celerity to take second action after all that's happened.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of actions to use. I guess I want to try to manipulate her.
It's doing what?
Into stopping.
Okay, so you could try to talk to her or something.
Yeah. Hey. You.
That's intimidating.
Dog girl.
What are you doing?
This is him.
I'm trying to gauge what level of communication I can get with this person before I try to.
She's sort of struggling against you, and she sort of snarls and spits in your face.
I would wipe that away, but my hands are currently occupied. It's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, so that's your turn there. It is now her turn. So let's have a look here. She is going to try and attack you here with her claws. Sorry, let me close this up.
Can I roll a dex saving against that?
Well, you've already taken an action. Dodge is an action. All right, so we're in combat now. So dodge is an action.
Can I use a blood point to defend?
You
Do
can
I have an extra action?
you can soak the damage.
Yeah, but I can use a blood point with celerity in order to get an extra action. Now that I know that dodge is an action, can I have a blood point in order to?
Sure, that you can. Yeah, and then you'll have your extra action after all of these happen and after we do this. Okay. All right. So let me just see here quickly. So. Alright, so she is going to attack you using 7 dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I already
7. Alright. Man. Alright, so yeah, she's trying to attack you, but she can't seem to move her hands well enough to actually. You're still holding on to her, so she can't quite get purchase while she's trying to attack you there. All right, it is now Burt's turn.
Okay, I will burn a blood point
Okay.
and a willpower point
Okay.
to create an illusion that can move and make sounds and stuff like that.
Nice.
And create what looks to be a large shotgun in my hands.
Awesome.
I will move on over, maybe a few feet away, and
Okay.
point the illusionary shotgun at the Gangrel's face.
Okay.
And once again ask her to calm down and just explain herself. basically.
Okay, roll intimidation, intimidation, and
Forget about that.
intimidation and charisma. I guess?
Or else I'm gonna turn your head into chunked pineapple.
Yeah, intimidation and charisma, I would say.
Oh god, intimidation. I don't think I gave him any points in that.
Burt and Setareh had a previous incident in which illusions were used, and Setareh thought it was very, very
I have more
real.
dice.
And pineapple is our
Or
word
I'll let
for
you
an
use
illusion.
manipulation if you want to instead of charisma.
Actually, they are the same, but sure, we'll say it's manipulation because
Okay.
it's a lie.
Okay.
Manipulation and intimidation?
Yeah.
Isn't etiquette really way more? Okay.
What about
And
performance?
she'll make a courage roll.
Come on, big money. 2 successes. 2 successes.
She has 1 success. Alright, so she's still
Oh,
struggling.
that's-
She's struggling against, but she says, we're here for that filth.
She
Jackie?
with my hands on her, she towards
Yeah, I mean,
The guy
she's
that's
got very long
30 feet
claws.
away?
She's got very long claws, you know.
30 feet away though.
Yeah.
Like she's seeing him.
It's funny coming from an ugly bitch like you.
Hey,
She sort of
hey,
growls.
tone it down. Tone it down.
Yeah, it's like wordplay because she looks like a dog, and a bitch is another word
I don't really need both of you
for
to explain
a dog.
this to me.
This is all in character. No,
Thanks, Bert.
This is straight up in character how we act. Like, yes, it is.
look, it's already obvious that you failed at your task.
Have I?
Yeah, I mean, we got you. It's over.
Can I look around for
If you give us some,
scary shadows or anything of the sort?
if you can,
You can
give us some
indeed.
helpful information, you can maybe live another night.
Make another roll there. Another roll there.
dang old another
But you
roll.
can add 1.
I can add one extra.
You can add 1 success.
Okay.
She's already slightly
I'm
intimidated.
just gonna put this at a 6 over here
Is
then.
there any way I can use my extra action to help him?
Use your extra action to help him.
Because I burnt a blow
Choke her
right
out
before an
extra,
action.
or-
So I'm just trying to figure out how I can use it because
Oh, bite her and drain all her blood.
cannot do that.
Well, we're sort of like this is like an interrupted action thing that
Okay,
would
well,
restart
that's
the
a pretty
initiative
good
order.
roll.
Okay.
4 successes.
No,
So
that-
5
that-
successes.
How many of those did you roll? Because those are
I
all
rolled-
successes.
5 successes.
Okay, that one was automatic. These ones I just rolled 8, 8, 8, 9.
Loaded dice.
Boom.
All right. So 4 and 4.
Five.
You got 5.
You have
5
5
successes.
5. All right. So she's you noticed that she was beginning to form her mouth in a weird looking way, and then she stops.
This. Oh, by the way, I was just like I was motioning.
Putting
like
the
I was
shotgun in
pushing
her
a
face.
shotgun
Is
in her
Jack
face.
slowly walking forward? I would imagine.
Yes.
All right. So she says, "It doesn't matter anyway. The tide will sweep you all the way like the filth you are. It doesn't matter what I tell you."
Wait, why am I filth? I get the other two. What did I ever do? Nothing.
You stand with these fools.
I mean, there is such a thing as being on the same street. Yes, that is definitely a thing.
Sorry, bring out the set.
Can I take a
So wait, she was gonna do something. Oh, wait, is that the end of initiative order? Are we back at the top?
Well, this is was sort of an interrupted action
For whom?
for everyone for the scene.
Oh,
So
okay.
unless some shit kicks off again,
Well-
that restarts the combat initiative.
Oh, I got you. I want to gag her.
You want to try Gagger?
Yeah,
I'm
with
thinking
assistance.
I want to shoot that shadowy tentacle right down her fucking throat hole.
No, she has some sort of intel. She knows who we are.
That's yeah, but
I mean,
she's
it's
also a
kinda-
Sabbat. She deserves the
Okay, so you try and Gagger.
And I guess you try and kill her. We'll see who gets there first.
Well, I still probably have like a couple 10 feet to walk.
Roll, question mark, and dex, maybe?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was
I'm so glad that I rolled
5.
with the shotgun.
All right. So she's attempting to rip her face from side to side, and you do get the gag in there. What are you using to gag her? Is the question.
Keep a gag.
You just happen to have a gag on your person.
I mean,
Is it a rubber chicken? Is that the gag?
Tangerine.
Is that the gag?
I guess I'll use like,
Burt.
yeah,
Just a flap.
rip off your shirt, arm, or something.
God.
Oh no, I mean,
This is Tommy Bahama. It's not cheap. This is authentic Tommy Bahama. It's
don't
not
know
that Tony Antiqua shit.
I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, reasonably, probably either if I'm either gonna take something off of him or I'm just gonna like, we got like a jacket or something I take part of.
How are you gonna do that while you're holding her?
Like this. I take one arm out and then I wrap it around my body, and while one arm is still in, I'm using it to stuff it in her face.
Okay. You only beat her by 1, so I'll allow it. All right. So you have something
really
shoved.
something
You have
that's
something
not
shoved in her mouth, but you are only holding her with one hand now.
Oh, she's gonna break free and.
Well, you have a
Rip me to
shotgun in
shreds.
her face, so
I've got something that looks like a shotgun in her
See what
face. I'm just a clever mime.
I think I can catch.
So that's she tries to like get away. You need to roll if you want to carry on holding on to her.
what am I rolling?
Your same thing, the Dex and Brawl. But if anyone wants to jump in at any stage to like help her, you're welcome to.
I know. I don't know. You know?
3.
Okay, so you keep beating her by 1 all the time. You keep beating her by 1. So you manage to hold on to her, but she is still struggling.
struggle, then.
She is still struggling, and she is trying to get away. You're holding on to her with one arm, and the other hand is gagging her mouth.
Well, it makes sense. This is not what Setareh is built to do. Like,
So unless these gentlemen are going to assist you in some way
I got both of my hands full.
with your shotgun.
Yeah.
Let me see. I want to make sure I'm right on this. I'm gonna use shadow play,
Okay.
which is a. I want to make sure I'm right.
It's like a hold in place kind of thing. I mean,
Not that
so
one.
far, other than your shotgun, but that wouldn't be easily discernible by kin. Everything looks mortal. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a brawl in the middle of the street, but it's a mortal brawl so far. I mean, she does have dog face.
Yeah, but my impatient ass. Where
I'm
is it? Right
just
here.
saying, there's a small bit of possible deniability going on right now.
I feel like Masquerade rules hardly apply anymore, even.
That's not how that works. You don't just say,
Let's join the Sabbat.
oh my god.
Let's just try
You
this
know, they got some good points. Have you seen their this pamphlet that they slipped me?
The problem with Burt is
Book
that
of
you can
Nagas,
clearly
get down.
legitimate the benefits package.
What are you trying to choke her?
I was
or-
thinking about doing shadow play to choke her, but that just reduces the stamina dice.
Yeah, but I mean, it also can like make it silent, right? Well, the Shroud of Night does that.
That's if I shroud of night it, but that also I think that's gonna fuck with everybody in there, isn't it? Like that's not. I don't think they're
I
gonna.
believe it says you can control it.
Can't you just like slash her head off with a shadow or something?
Better yet, can you just use the shadows to grapple? Because that
You
would be
can.
I can, but that's a big expenditure for.
Just kill her real quick. We already know like some information. They're after you
We
specifically.
don't literally know information here.
No,
I want to kill her.
I'm in favor of it because I can't sit here holding a fake shotgun like a dickhead all night long.
Are you saying it out
Exactly
loud?
what you can do.
She's gonna notice that I keep like closing my hands all the way. Like, oh.
You know, your last illusion was a lot more convincing.
All right. What? I'm very confused what I'm able to do. Like I'm imagining just ripping off this thing's head. but I don't know.
Well, you can try.
Yeah, I just don't know how plausible that try is.
You can try. I mean, it's gonna do damage for sure, but then it's gonna re-kick in combat, and she's gonna be doing that. So, just make a choice.
All right.
None of us can like.
Is Ernest doing anything else with any of this other information?
I can kick her, I guess.
What's my manipulation?
Yeah, I just rolled for this, but I forgot what to do.
Well, you were getting the blueprints. You managed to get a copy of the schematics.
All right.
That was the last thing we did for you.
So last thing, I wanted to compare it to an
Cameras?
area that
Yeah.
didn't have the cameras on and like mark everything off.
Okay.
Send a copy of it to them. And say,
Okay.
hey, where are you guys?
Someone.
So you'll hear a ding while you're busy struggling with Dogface Lady.
Well, this would have happened like as the fight.
Yeah.
Well, but your stuff takes longer than
That's
we've been
a 9?
already
Yes.
anyway.
Right?
It's been
Yeah.
happening instantly.
8. Okay, cool. Sweet. So I got 2 successes, and I spent a blood point.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm summoning 2 tentacles out of whatever I'm assuming they're shadows.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a...
Yeah, I mean it's nighttime. There's shadows around. You're summoning 2 tentacles.
And I guess, what's the deal with these?
They're 6 feet
6
long.
feet long. Okay. So...
They have strength and dex equal to your obtainable.
So they have a strength and dex of 4.
Okay.
And it's plus celerity and shit too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have 6. They have strength and
Damn, there's some strong ass tentacles.
Smack her to pieces.
Okay, so you've got the he's summoned the tentacles out there. What are you gonna do with these tentacles?
I'm gonna take a few steps back, I think.
All right, so you move back a little bit. You guys see these tentacles coming
Give
out.
them space to do this. Because this is interesting as hell to watch, most likely.
It is very weird to see for sure.
from what I understand, this is a very uncomfortable thing for almost
Okay,
anybody.
yeah, so if I ever need to pretend to be a Lasombra.
Yeah, it is very weird for you
sombrero.
guys to see.
So I'm gonna wrap one of them
I
up,
don't know the name of the clan.
constricting her.
Okay.
From like hopefully her shadow. I want it from her shadow. I want her shadow having this big tentacle.
All right, so her shadow turns into like this tentacly mass, which is coming around, and so you're grappling her at the moment, so she can't really resist that. And thinking, covering her mouth, which is a good thing. She was about to scream for all those rats.
That was my common sense kicking in.
Adrian, can
Yeah.
Do they attack? Do they have
Need a light?
stats like that?
Oh, there you go. They can. Yeah, I mean you can attack, but it says you can grasp, restrain, and constrict foes.
Yeah. So I did that with the one, and I with the other I had planned on just fucking smacking her. Just a good old. But I don't know if they do that.
Well, it says you can grasp, restrain, and constrict foes. So you can like pull her, and you can choke her out.
I got that one pulling her, and the other one pulling her torso.
You could pull
Okay.
it, like
Very
pinch her.
nice. So that is
Pinch her,
happening.
exactly. I got
Alright.
it wrapped around and just tugging.
All right. So she's thoroughly restrained. What is your plan with this dirty individual with the dog face?
I want to knock her out, take her with us.
Okay.
I guess if we could... can't control her rats.
Not if she's muffled.
Now, is it safe to try and bring her to Jonathan Page's
Didn't know
office?
that I want to go back.
I feel like that'd be a safe place.
It's where all the rats are. It's kind of the opposite of safe.
They might be like just scattering around rat-brained.
As you're saying this, I'm trying my best to rip this thing in half.
Okay. Make
Absolutely.
so I guess
So it should be doing damage then, I guess.
It does. What did it say?
stamina damage.
No. Well, it says
Damage.
inflicting strength plus 1 lethal damage per turn.
All right. Strength
Dangle
plus 1
bang.
lethal damage per turn. All right. So
So-
you roll your strength.
It's 7.
Okay.
So
you
I
roll your
roll-
strength.
Well,
And
what's the plus 1? That's how many dice, or is just a?
it's plus 1 to the damage, and she has to see if she can soak that.
Wait, hold on. You roll 7 dice.
Yeah, I'm
for
confused. What do I
damage?
roll my strength?
So you roll your strength for that.
2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2,
and
3,
then 6.
4. So
And that's only one of the
You're so
tentacles. There's
strong.
2 of them.
that's
You're so
1.
There's 2 of them. 8, 8. I don't know what I'm checking.
Well, we just need to see how it works against your soak.
But what is the success?
That's the damage. So the success is 6. 6. Difficulty 6.
Well, okay. Well, then if I'm rolling damage, that's what do I add? Can I just add these up?
Yep. How many did you get there? 5. This is 6. All right. So she's only able to soak one of those. She's only on the first turn. She's able to soak one of those, and it's lethal damage. So you got 5 then. You got 6 successes.
This is not a success.
No, it's
right?
+1, right? So.
Oh right, yeah.
So
Sorry.
6. So she'll soak 1.
So that's one of the
2,
tentacle.
3, 4, 5.
I
So
hope
she is. You are currently. You guys can hear this sort of like sick squelching sound as the top of her body is busy being separated from the rest of her.
This isn't as interesting as I thought it'd be to watch. Oh my god.
Just so you know, absolutely terribly touching. Like my hand is.
This is your action for the turn. Remember, per turn he gets to do this. So unless you're doing something else, unless you're telling him to stop, he's probably gonna rip her in half.
I would really prefer you didn't. Like, don't get me wrong. We can definitely kill her later. That's fine. I'm not trying to like say
How-
you must save her
How
life.
severed is her midsection?
It is. You're hearing popping and grinding. It is pretty bad right
Come on,
now.
I just want
She is.
information.
All right, I will have the bottom tentacle
Okay.
retract,
Okay.
but I want to restrain her.
Okay.
Can your
Specifically the
tentacle
vocal
thing- I was
cord.
gonna
Like,
say,
how do I? Can I?
It would be nice to have this hand back.
So she is restrained, and you've got the tentacle around her neck, and you can see that she is crying with the blood tears. She's got the blood tears going on. She is that damaged.
I back up. I like going back up.
You have to ingest it for it to hurt you.
Yeah, I know, but it's too close. I like going back up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
So-
next TD then.
So you let go
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
her.
but-
Well, I'm holding. I
Yeah,
should
but you grab her with
restrain.
the
So she's
tentacle.
Being torn.
she can't speak right now because she does have the thing around her throat.
Where do we put her?
I'm gonna spit on it.
I take off the rest of my jacket and just kind of like. That's gross.
Still on the
I
ground.
guess that could help cover the
So
tentacle.
what do we ask? What do you want from her?
Not right here. Like, are you serious?
What are we taking?
Call the pass out.
Easy to explain.
My drunk friend.
Hey man, that's where domination works. Like, oh, everything's fine.
Like I say, Jonathan Page's place is right here. Might not have to fight so many rats.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's say that she was able to make any sound whatsoever. How do you think that would go?
Well, I mean, at that point, I think we'd be much safer at more numbers.
We'd be much safer
In his own
not
office.
near all the rats.
I don't know.
Make a perception and alertness check. Okay.
I'm wondering why they haven't responded, so I'm gonna check the numbers.
Okay. You're not super. Well, yeah. You see outside the place. It's not too far. You can't necessarily see exactly what's going on, but you can see. You can judge that it's them there, but you can't really see that much what's going on because it's pretty dark. You just using your ears or whatnot, you can make out that the ratty sounds that you'd were hearing, the skittering and cheeping and whatnot, doesn't seem to be close to you right now. But you can still hear it in the distance.
Does it sound like it's moving away? Or like we've moved away?
You've moved away.
Yeah, see, still voting against that plan. They're still there.
So kill her and throw her in the shit river. What are we doing?
Okay, fine, sure. Do what you want. We'll just not know what's going on. It's fine. I'm sure that this absolutely won't come back and bite us.
Bing.
And with that,
I pick up my phone.
fuck it. I want to destroy
What does it say?
Destroy it.
All right.
How are you guys? What are you doing?
Roll for it.
Did you say anything before
1,
that?
2, 3, 4,
Yeah, there's
5,
like a
6,
whole bunch of
right?
information.
And then plus one.
I'm scrolling.
But the message at the bottom says,
Yeah,
what
it's a
the
9.
fuck are you guys doing?
You joined me this morning. I'm
That's 9, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. You managed to rip her clear in half.
God.
I'm really glad I backed up.
However, Well, it's lethal damage, yes. It's not aggravated, but it's still lethal damage.
Yeah, it was lethal damage.
Yeah, this bitch dead.
Okay.
Okay, is there any way you can like, clean this up with the tentacles really quick?
They don't eat things, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any? What's the nearest? Is
Dumpster?
there anywhere nearby that looks like I can just slop those
That is so
parts
disgusting,
over?
for one. And for two, like, I know it's dead during two, but it ain't that dead. Somebody's gonna notice, hey, is that a person in two halves?
She called me a name.
You called her a name.
In response.
So you guys do get the message from all the Ernest.
Yeah, I'm still scrolling.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip all this boring technical looking stuff. What the fuck are you doing? I should like. Can you check the cameras out here? 'Cause pictures.
With a thousand words.
He sees exactly what just happened. He can't see your faces and stuff. You're kind of like. I should probably say that when I'm close to the mic. I forget these things. I forget that we're playing on a. Sorry, everyone. I forget that we're actually playing on recording now. He sees exactly what is going on there. He can't like see your faces, etc. But he can see the dark shapes, and he can see that somebody was just pulled in half.
Alright, I guess I'll say we're okay. Sabbat is not okay.
Is there any like? Here, is it a half
Bring
wall?
him back here. You could have sent the car.
Oh, trust. Arguments were made.
Jackie.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to just slop one of those bodies in the closest. I don't really care if
Oh
it's
my god.
all that hidden. Just out of sight for now.
Can I use obfuscation to expedite some sneakery?
Expedite some sneaker. Where are you gonna sneak it to?
What is nearby that would be a reasonable, common sense place to dump a body?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No dumpsters?
The river?
Do you
Here?
have
It's
you
probably
ever
far
seen
away.
a
The
dumpster here ever?
Well, big trash
No.
piles.
It's no.
Yeah, here.
Put that in a trash
Fire off
pile.
Where you are right now, there's nowhere reasonable to dump a body.
like okay, so I know Jackie hasn't been here all that long, but Dom,
I don't even
come
know.
on.
I don't even know where 357 is.
We
She was
could
dying regardless.
put the two pieces next to each other and stick it in an alley, and then to the passerby.
I'll use the
passed out
shadows the
right
best
there.
they can to kind of torque it together before we leave the body.
I hate you both so very much.
When sunlight hits it, though,
Will
it's gone, right? Won't it burn away?
Is there
a rooftop?
rooftop nearby
Yeah.
I could sling this thing up to?
Just imagine, like
There are indeed some
How high are the
rooftops.
rooftops?
There are indeed some rooftops. There is
Making a rooftop that has
there's about a 15-story building
lawn.
not far from
in their
there.
pool.
It's like one of those fancy sort of condo places.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Can
think
you-
I'm gonna
can you
run up the
Spider-Man
wall with both
swing
of them.
with your, like,
with
tentacles and
holding
stuff?
the arm and the leg, just running up the wall.
You can Spider-Man it up, yeah?
I don't know what exactly they're capable of yet. I don't know how. I think so.
I guess if you just lug them yourself, though, and Spider-Man it up the side.
You did
we
get
saw,
a,
we saw you
get a
jump down a
ping
tower.
from your phones.
Which time?
Another ping?
What was the second ping?
You did from him. He gave another ping.
What did you say?
This time, what'd you say?
Ernest,
Ernesto.
Daniel.
What did you text us?
In the in-game.
Yeah.
Probably not best to throw vampire blood in the river.
He's a thinking guy. I
That
like it.
makes sense. Vampire fish.
Does that track? I have common sense and I study the occult. Does that track?
Ernie can be a superstitious.
I don't know if there are fish that eat dead bodies. Maybe.
Probably. I mean, it's meat.
Fish ghouls.
But
We haven't just had rat ghouls. So come on.
yeah,
Let's dump it at the zoo.
oh, you mean over at
But
Phnom?
We could have like a ghoul orangutan or a ghoul parrot.
this is all equally horrifying.
You guys
Have you ever
begin to
been
hear
bitten by a
from Nardom's side, which is about, let's say, Nardom's maybe 4 blocks from where you are. You see that there is a car turning up towards the
boy.
street that way.
Okay, goddammit. I will spend another blood point. And,
Can I hold on and off?
I guess it doesn't need... It's just a car, so they don't need to smell it or hear it or anything. And I'll just place strategically garbage bags over where the body parts are, so no, they can't see it.
Nice. The car comes driving past.
Another
I
willpower.
foresee that being a common thing that you have to
Oh
do.
shit, garbage bags. It's my most useful illusion.
You didn't violate Masquerade.
Cambodian
Good job.
camouflage.
Oh god, I wonder if that actually took a willpower to do too. I think it does, yeah.
Do
So,
you really spend willpower for all of your illusions?
yes.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That is harsh. You certain? Because that seems like the worst.
You can look it up, chemistry. It's
It's not just
It's
about
troublesome.
hydrogen. It's about illusions too.
yeah.
The car
So,
eventually drives past.
wave at it. Bye. Have a nice night, asshole.
Can you see inside? Can I see inside? Can anyone see inside?
Car?
Yeah.
There's a big old black Lexus.
Oh, okay.
Tinted as shit.
Yep.
Probably riding dirty, no
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying?
So, anyways, what do we do about this body? Because I don't want to keep these garbage bags here forever. I don't want to. I don't have to make this illusion
Okay.
permanent.
No.
What happens to the state
Question.
of transformation with Gangrels? Does that revert, or do they just stay that upon death?
It depends on, it's one of the things that can happen to them if they stay in their protein form too long. And it can be permanent.
Hypothetically, the illusions are just illusions.
Yes.
Can sunlight go through them?
Yeah. I don't see why not. I guess.
So
well,
then we could hide the body via the illusions, and then the sunlight would take care of the body.
but if someone tries to move the garbage bags.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe don't put the garbage bags right here. But it is Chumun, so I don't think that there's any garbage people coming by.
Okay. Well, let's move it over to a corner with a lot of garbage.
This is just a terrible idea all around.
All right, you guys do that.
So let's just
You do
you
that.
can shove them over with your tentacles. I'll move the garbage bag illusion over them. It'll burn away, hopefully.
And I mean, I pull those tentacles pull that, grind that meat real tight.
Are you saying there's a trail of blood?
Very much so.
well,
Yeah.
We established this the other night how much
Are there
blood is
any-
inside a body.
faucets anywhere.
This is the worst. Oh,
You'd have to go into a facility.
Darn,
And-
it's just faucets outside of places. Man, we need to maybe hose the street down a little bit, or just move on. It's not really our problem anymore.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
this has
just.
been my feeling since
No,
it started.
I just have to say that I just used up quite a bit of willpower.
I'll send
I've only got 2 left.
I'll send Ernie a text that says hey, can you just make sure nobody else can see what just happened?
Daniel.
You got a text message
Wow, yeah, it is.
that said, can
willpower.
you make sure that nobody else is able to see what happened?
I feel like fuck it. I should just spend the XP, get another willpower, have
Check if
5.
anybody was watching.
Do you have the permanence thing yet?
And
Yes.
Oh, you do have permanence.
wipe the foot.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, wipe the footage, make your security or computers and intelligence roll.
I think I'm just a fucking janitor. What's a 3?
So
Yeah, you do it.
made an illusion. And
You
then made a
managed to do it.
Yeah.
permanent? Okay.
You managed to do it.
Probably get
You
rid of
wipe
it,
the
later
footage.
tomorrow.
Easy enough to do.
The illusion, right? I was like, the body will be gone.
So you guys are.
He's terrible.
All of this took, let's say, it's 9:30 or so.
Well, I personally would like to be out of town for a while. Yeah, anyone else up for a little trip to Shanghai?
God.
It's
I don't know if I can.
The night is young.
It is, but I am not.
Well, that is something that has not changed in the last 30 minutes.
I'm just saying, making those garbage bags wore me out just as much as making the werewolf did earlier. Believe it or not.
I really question your creative
Werewolf.
endeavors sometimes.
It
But
worked, right?
I was terrified. It looked so real.
It's-
Killed Etienne. It was great.
It
Are
worked
you saying,
every single
Are
time.
you saying that the garbage bags look any less real than his werewolf?
No, they were great.
There you go. It's all about the
In fact,
I
craftsmanship.
remember which one's an illusion now.
In fact, like they've got like that little tear at the bottom where a little bit is leaking
Yeah,
out.
a little bit of garbage is hanging out of the
Yeah.
side. Maybe like a dog's been at it.
A couple of them are just loose, open like bags that you get from a convenience store with like bottles and stuff on top.
Exactly. It's a nice looking
Would
illusion.
rats perceive
Don't
that?
besmirch my work, please.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what the does it say what the rules are if people want to like perceive it as an illusion?
Well, I was thinking if they like ran up and tried to bite it. Like the rats are like, I don't smell it, but man, I see those traps.
I'm sure the rats would just kind of shake their head and move on. I don't think the
Plus,
rats
it'll be nighttime. It's not like anyone's gonna notice.
I'm thinking it is late for me, but
Yeah.
I would say you guys tend to stay up a lot later than I do. You could still do the whole killing fields thing, and Burt would conceivably call it and be like, you know what? Killing fields doesn't sound that fun tonight.
I mean, the whole plan was strength in numbers.
Maybe you want to see if your friend has any goodies for you before.
Which
Or
which good?
I could just send you guys Burt's character sheet, and
No,
one of you could
no.
run.
None of us could portray
I
the
can't
artistry
pretend
that
to
you
be
got.
nobody
over there.
can-
No,
You
you
come
are
up with
equal
fun
parts. You are
illusions.
equal parts pathetic and menacing.
You're absolutely terrifying and you're not trying to do this.
Pathetic and menacing. I like that. I'm gonna make a note of that. Pathetic and menacing.
You seem to be the most useful of us all.
Burt started out so like.
I'm gonna go see what they want.
I'll do whatever you
Well,
want.
say the
Anyone's
meek shall
anybody.
inherit the earth. And talking
Burt
about
took
Burt.
that to heart. Well, do you want to finish up?
Let's finish up with what's up with
Yeah.
But yeah, we should.
Ernie.
Yeah.
And then maybe call it there tonight.
Or at least take a break
Yeah,
or something.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's up to you guys, however you want.
I know it wasn't a super long session. I apologize about that.
Honestly, we all should be
Okay.
setting wall ceilings on our sessions for a moment.
Don't look at me. It wasn't my fault. I asked like 3 times if everyone wanted to stop, and everyone was like, no.
I just know about your guys' marathon fate sessions, so I figured
Yeah.
you could do
Yeah.
the same thing if you wanted for this.
Well, I mean that's right. We can call for tonight if you want. What do you guys think?
And then we'd have we could that way also we can just go into the next session straight into the killing
Killing
night.
fields, have some fun
Get a
down
hold of
there.
Ernie, make a plan.
Ironically, that's what I thought we were going to do this time.
Yeah, but then we got talking to rats.
But then there were rats. That could be the name of the episode. Rats.
Then there were
Rats. All right. Well, that was episode 1 of we're calling this book 1. Change is the name of this chronicle. So whoever takes over next when I finish this little arc will name book 2, I guess. So yeah, thank you for listening to Kingdom of Wonder.
Thanks, everybody.
Presented by Dice Nerds and Nagas. If you guys want to check out our landing page, it's dicenerdsnagas.com. You can probably find links to all the YouTube stuff there and all of the links to the audio podcast things. And make sure to follow us on Twitter if you want, at Dice Nerds Nagas. There might be at Dice Nerds Nagas. If you're into D&D as well as Vampire the Masquerade, make sure to check out our flagship show. And please, if you like what you're hearing, make sure to subscribe and make some comments and stuff like that, because it's pretty important for newish podcasts coming up, just to get people to interact and give a listen. And we'd love to hear some feedback. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.